Hi guys, it's Dave and Amanda here from Audit Homestead. Hope everyone's doing well. Last time I talked to you guys, we were in the middle of doing an energy audit because what we're trying to do is improve the energy efficiency of our house. And we had a blower test done, among other things, and we had an auditor come in. And we waited a week or two, I guess, to get the report in terms of what the auditor thought and where there would be opportunities to improve it. We got a copy of the report, and I'm going to hand it over to Amanda, and she's going to explain what was found and what we can do from here. Amanda.
Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of put the different parts of the report we got up on the screen so that way you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But here in Canada, in Ontario and specifically, we have something called the EnerGuide, and you get an EnerGuide rating, which kind of shows you how efficient your house is in comparison to other homes. So if you kind of see on the screen there's our house in the red and the one side, but our auditor kind of tells us not to get too upset about that. Our house is an older home. It was built in the 80s, the 1980s for all you youngins. Anyway, so it's not the same as what a new home would be. So a new home is typically rating somewhere around 110, and that is in gigajoules per year, and that's kind of your amount of energy use of your house, requirement to run your house. 0 at the end of the green scale there is a net zero house, so basically a house that produces as much energy as it uses, which would be super awesome. Ours is at the other end there at the 224, using quite a bit more energy per year than it produces. Then there's another number there, it says 113, and that's our potential, kind of where we can get to. All right, so that's kind of what we were hoping to do. And then kind of later on in the report, it has our energy efficiency roadmap. So that kind of tells us the main things that we can do in order to improve our energy efficiency of our house. Some of them are more expensive than others. Some of them you can do yourself. So we'll kind of go through a few of them. The big one for us, and the reason why we actually got this audit to begin with, is we wanted to upgrade our heating system from a gas furnace to a air heat pump, which we're going to talk a little bit more about when we kind of get the thing installed. But that was kind of one of the reasons why we wanted to do the audit, so that way we would get the EnerCan rebate for the air heat pump. So if you can kind of see on that kind of slide there, it shows that we can save 105 gigajoules per year, which is like huge, right? So all of a sudden that 224 number goes down to 119, which is like a major change. So that's kind of the one we were really targeting. Then there's other things too. It says upgrade the windows, save 10 gigajoules per year. Upgrade the doors, save 0 gigajoules per year, so we probably won't do that. And insulate the attic, which is save 1 gigajoule per year. So you can kind of see that the big one was the upgrade of the heat system, because our furnace is super old.
So just to jump in on that point, so the point of this EnerGuide evaluation is not necessarily to spend a lot of money per se, right? I think that's an important thing to kind of let the iDemand subscribers and followers know. I think the important thing is to see where there are opportunities to improve the energy efficiency in your home and decide what works within your budget and your timeline. So for example, for us, we just happen to be in a position where we can do an exchange of our major heating and space cooling kind of system. However, if we couldn't do that, we could easily still work on improving the energy efficiency by doing a little bit more ceiling, adding a more insulation. So the purpose of the guide is, again, not to make you spend more money, but is to say where there are opportunities for you to make your home more energy efficient.
The other one that we found this time, which we didn't know quite as much about, was the air sealing. So the amount of air leakage in our house, which is, so they have something called the air changes per hour, which is what the blower test kind of is looking for. It's basically how much the air in your house basically turns over per hour, and that gives you an idea of how leaky it is. At this point, what we're going to do is I'm going to do another video on kind of how we're trying to help seal the house to reduce the number of air changes per hour. And then we're going to do another video when we start really getting going with our air heat pump, and we'll talk a little bit more about what that is and what the opportunities are there. Is there anything else you wanted to add there, Dave?
No, just that once we've got the ceiling done and once we've got the heat air pump done, as you know, you need to actually have a second audit to be completed to see the before and the after. And in order to get the rebate, at least in Canada, you actually have to show that there's been an improvement. Regardless of whether or not you're applying for money for that, it's always a good idea, if you're going to do this kind of work, is to get that first test done, make the changes, and then get a second test done to kind of ensure that those changes were worth making. So you'll also see something else happen, that we'll do a second audit, and you'll see, hopefully, we're pretty sure, but you'll see hopefully that the results will be significantly improved from there. I'm in.
Excellent. So that is it for today. If you guys have any questions, again, we're obviously not like experts on this, but this is the amount of research that we've been able to do. And so if you have any questions about the kind of Ontario process for doing home energy audits and getting kind of money to try and help make your home more efficient, please post them in the comment section. If you like this video, please subscribe, and then you can press the notification button, and that way you'll never miss another one of my videos. And so in the meantime, have a great day. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.